Good. So let's start again this scenario, and we try to change the cut. So we have noticed now how we can cool down the intercept. So we're not really increasing the angles, we are letting them down. If instead we want to change something, we start to require some more information. Okay, we hook it. Oop, there you go. So, let's say we want to launch a missile. Right? Is 30 degree right? That's the aspect.
Yes.
Is a bit too high.
So
because we want them at least like plus minus 10. So 10 left, 10 right ish. That should be ideal. So just to recap. Hey, come back to me. Alright, it's working. Alright, so if we keep going this way, Tia goes up. But so our objective is having TA. I'm starting using Italian because it's, what time is it? 10 p.m. I woke up at 4 a.m. It's 10 p.m. So bear with me. 3 a.m. this morning. So TI is going down. Actually, stand by. Let's rephrase. Our objective is having target aspect going down. But if we don't touch anything, target aspect goes up. Right? Then we know that if the vector is here, this is collision course.
we are flying collision, yeah.
By collision course, we have TA does not change, which is not what we want, because we don't want 30 degrees, we want plus minus 10. So we need to place the target basically here, and the vector should go basically behind us. See, now we are seeing the 3 types of cuts that we discussed before. Cut greater than collision is this one, cut equal to collision, and where we are at the moment is cut less than collision. Eventually, with practice, etc., when you do it a lot of time, plenty of time, etc., just by looking at this picture on the TID without even locking, we know already that we are in which cut we are. We know that where the target is going, how the aspect is going to change, just by looking at this picture.
Yep.
But so what we want to do now is moving from this scenario to this one. This is the winner. This one. I still have to, you learn to use this tablet. It's a bit weird. Right. So what do we do? So we're adding, there's a bit of parallax effect at the moment, but let's say we're going 0 for 0 out of simplicity. So call would be, I don't know, hard left, hard right, sorry, steady, I don't know how many degrees. How many degrees you think we need?
To put it on the back, I don't know.
To have this guy coming from here to this position. So let me clear it up again. So from this position to this position. So how many degrees? 30? No, 4.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Also because I can't draw, so
Yeah.
let's start by 30 degrees. So let's say we're going 0 for 0 will be hard.
I know how we can count it, because we have radar spread the arms. We have to
you can use that as well. Yeah. Easy. So hard right, steady.
40, so 30 would be okay.
40? Let's do 40 then. So we want to turn 40 degrees to the right. So 0, 0, 8, 0. Hard probably is not necessary because we're 60 miles away, but considering a timeline where we launch at 50 miles, for example, we want to speed up. And this is where we are getting into the cut into greater than collision and how we can manipulate quicker or not. Because now the other problem is the gimbal limits. So let's start by moving 40 degrees to the right and see what happens. Let's slow down time. So we go right. We have 45. Let's do 45. Speed up time.
And we are on the auto. PWS auto.
Yeah, it's really not. Okay. Probably we can pull it a bit more, but should be fine. He's still going this way. I mean, Iceman, can you stop it, Iceman? Let's give it 10 degrees more to the right. So we can. The radar is fine. I mean, can go up to plus minus 65, as you can see in the setting. So in theory, is 360 plus minus 65. So you can go to plus 65 or minus 65. So 295. I don't like having the contact there. If I need to track it, because it's very close to lose it. But as long as we are like 305, it's fine. And this is where you need to assess how fast you want to decrease the angles.
Right.
Because so we have target going this way. If you remember the example, let me redraw it. Yeah. Then we can turn here. But we can turn here, we can turn here. So depending on how fast you turn into, the quicker the angles go down. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think the perpendicular is the quickest. If you are basically perpendicular to the directions, so you have 90 cut. But I mean, this case it should be fine. We can probably give it. So antenna triangle now is 53 left. We can probably take it to 60, but we're 56 miles away. But I mean, it depends on the scenario. For the purpose of this example, it should be fine.
Okay, question. When you find that is 53 left, the antenna angle?
Because you have. It's now 54. This one. So this is 360. And is the antenna train angle. This is going from 360 plus, so it's starting from 0. 0 plus, and this is instead 360 minus. So let's say these are 45 degrees. So this is 360 minus 45. And it gives you 315.
Yeah.
So in this case, we are.
When we have target to the left, we have to minus.
So, yeah, it just means that this angle is 360 minus x equal 306. So 360 minus 306 equal 54 now.
Yeah, I forgot that. Okay.
That's fine. It's fine.
But on the right side, it's
positive.
Yeah.
So in this case, would be 53. 54.
4.
Yeah, because it was 303 and then 307 and then it switched to 306 in a second ago. So now, see where the target is pointing?
Yeah.
So now we are basically throwing ourselves in front of the target.
Yes, because we are looking for this 90 degree.
Yeah. Now, yeah, it's not 90, but I mean, it's whatever it is. Point being, we are taking this angle down. So we have seen that when target was here, TA was going up. And now we should see the TA going down.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see if he actually threw. Spoiler alert, he's actually through. The problem is, in this case, is the gimbal limits. So every now and then, we need to turn. See, we are approaching... We are 8 degrees from the gimbal limits. And the target is drifting left. So if we were to look at the TID, we should see the target moving toward the left edge of the... exactly. Something interesting is that we can turn in any direction. We do not affect the target aspect. So we can change how it... what I mean is that... so this is the usual target going down. We are here. And the TA is 0. Right?
Yeah.
But if the target is going down and all of a sudden we turn 90 degrees right, TA is still 0. Because we're still looking at the front of the aircraft, right?
Yeah.
This means that we can't do anything. So a change in direction doesn't affect the target aspect immediately. And we can't do anything if the target decides to turn. Because if you think about it, the antenna turn angle and the target aspect are the opposite. And this means that when you are in opposite situation, you can change your aspect from the hostile immediately by just turning. If that makes sense. So we have no control on the target aspect immediately. We can change as we're doing now over time, but if the target decides to go cold, we can't do anything about it. That's the point. And it's important in this case because now we have to adjust to avoid losing the target out of the radar. But the target aspect won't change. The ratio at which the target aspect changes. Jesus, this is the worst thing I ever said. The drift ratio changes, but the aspect is the same.
So we have to turn left now. That's right.
We still have 8 degrees. Normally I don't go further than 300. If I can avoid it, I stay around 10 degrees of margin because the target quickly turns, then I may lose it.
Right.
See, the target has to go now, 29. Accelerate time a little bit because otherwise... 28, 27. So we're about to lose it, so we give it 5 left. Normally I tend to give 10 left, but yeah. So the thing is, you can forget the radar and just turn as much as possible into the target. But then you lose radar awareness. In this case we have no data link, so we don't want to risk, losing the target entirely.
I have to read your book again. But now it's easier. So it's...
Okay, we're about to lose the target.
Yeah.
Let's move a little bit.
I'm on it.
Now, as the range goes down, the aspect become, they change more. They're very, very quick. They change quickly.
And because of speed of the aircrafts, yeah.
Yeah, it's because of the range.
Ah.
Because of the range. Put it this way. Oh boy. What have I done? Ah, yeah, I know what I've done. Okay. Right. So you have one target here. You're here. You're going in this direction. Is going in this direction. And this is the range. Slash range. You have a certain type of angles.
Yeah.
If you're here, the target is up here, and is going in this direction. You're going this direction. You're going there. The angles are the same, because in geometry you say they are similar. I don't know if you say English similar, whatever. But the problem is they are very close together. So over time, so if the target from here gets here, so goes this amount of space forward, the angle basically changes very little. Let's say you're set in stone in space, changes very little. But the same amount of space, so this is how much we moved. You apply it here, then the angle has changed way much more. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's an awful way to explain it, but I hope it makes sense.
But I understand that.
Yeah. Luckily you're smart.
Right.
Probably smarter than me. So, yeah, I mean, the exercise basically is finished as it is, because we can just, keep going.
Yeah.
And you see the aspect is going down. So yeah, now you have a better idea how we should. You can manipulate the angles.
Yeah. Now I have to read the basics. Is the first step. And
I'll show you just a particular angle, which a particular situation, which is the zero cut. So you're flying towards the reciprocal. Where is this guy again? Oof. There you go. You're flying towards the reciprocal, so this guy is heading 165. What's the reciprocal of 165? 345.
3, yeah.
Plus minus
200 minus 20.
To get to 345, we need to go. Where are we at the moment? You know what? Let's use the new bar shows you the magnetic heading as well, so it's pretty nice. So we're at 035. We need to go. What did I say? 345. 345. So we need like 70. Yeah, let's turn. Yeah, probably Asman can't do it on one go. So let's do first 45 left.
I'm on it.
Speed up. That was actually too much. That was actually too much.
I'm on it. Roger.
I'm not even looking at the angles, I'm just looking at the... Oh, what am I doing? It was actually the other side. Ah, there we go.
You got it.
Hold there. Stop it. Stop it. Come on, Iceman, stop it. Alright, so... Let's pretend it is fine, because otherwise we never finish. The interesting part here, when you're going zero cut... yeah, but I really want to show you, so we need to... Yeah, pretty much. Oh, actually, that's perfect zero cut instead. So, do you notice anything interesting?
We are flying reciprocal.
Mm-hmm.
Now. So I don't know what is interesting.
Look at this number, look at this number.
Oh.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is, before we got the aspect, it was the quickest way to get the target aspect, because you have the antenna triangle that is similar but opposite inside.
Oh.
No, not opposite side. No, just no, that's fine.
Second, another photo.
So,
yeah.
there's also another peculiarity, which is at the moment we are at 50 50 miles. We're at 50 miles.
One change.
Nautical miles, the angles are 38. What happens is that at 25 miles, the angles will be 76 degrees.
Half.
Yeah. Every time, when you're at zero cut, so you're in parallel, as the range halves, the angles double. So let's say you are at 80 nautical miles, 5 target aspect. At 40 nautical miles, you will be at 10 target aspect.